Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I am gonna answer your questions which you guys asked me after me asking you guys to ask me some questions about photography. And yeah, it's a Q&A video. Let's begin. How to approach people. So it's really simple. I have two ways for it. First way is to smile and go and talk to them, have a small conversation, introduce yourself, tell what do you do, what do you want to click, and make your intentions very clear to them and make them comfortable. It's really important to respect the personal space of the person. If the person doesn't want you there, don't be there. If the person is comfortable, shoot them. Not that shooting, but yeah, shoot them. It's really important to know when to get out of the situation, because sometimes on the street it's very easy to make people angry. So you have to know when to get out of the situation. And the second way, which I do a lot when I see people which I know won't be comfortable by me clicking their photo, so I frame the shot first and then approach them and click a photo and then ask them about, can I click their photo? They obviously said no many times, but now I have the shot, and after me asking them to click their photo, they said no. I'll go my way, they'll go their way. It's a win-win situation for both the teams. So that's sort of my hack to get the photo and also not make the person angry. What do you look out in a picture while clicking it? This has changed a lot, because initially when I used to click, it was just the vibe of what I used to see. Then I started focusing on framing and composition, and now personally I feel lighting is something which I am more inclined towards. I look out for shadows and highlights all around me, the light falling here and there. And this is, I feel, because I now love pictures which have like high contrast and a pop of color. So all combined, the colors, lighting and contrast is something which I keep on priority these days while clicking photos. Best beginner camera. I feel this is the most hated question by me, because I don't know why people focus so much on the equipment while starting photography, and equipment can be expensive. So I feel whatever camera you have is the best beginner camera you can get. And photography is not about what equipment you use, it's about what story you want to show in that frame. And I guess that can be achieved by any camera. Best iOS editing app. So personally, right now I'm using Lightroom, because it's easy to sync with all the devices. And before that, I used a lot Snapseed, which is a great app. I made some great presets on Snapseed, and that was something which I like. So Snapseed and Lightroom are the two apps which I use a lot on my phone. How to start photography from zero. Now, I feel many people think that photography is all about expensive gear, lenses, and shallow depth of field, all these things. But photography is all about your vision. You are clicking a photo just to show what you are able to see at that present moment of time. And that thing can be achieved by any camera you have. Call it a small digital camera or your phone. The important thing here is how effectively you are able to show what you are feeling at that specific point of time. And for that, camera doesn't matter. Whatever camera you have, start doing photography with it. And yeah, focus more on how to tell your story. So just start with what you have right now. Is Ricoh the best camera for street? Now, I've been using my Ricoh GR3 for quite a long time now, and the only thing I can say is this camera has spoiled me completely because of the size this camera has and the quality of images this camera produces. So that combination is quite deadly, and this has been successful in making me not use my X-T4 on the streets for a while now, and I totally rely on this camera. It's small, fits in your pocket, and not heavy also. So currently I could say Ricoh GR3 is the best camera for street. How do I know if I am a good photographer? So this I feel is a very subjective topic. It totally depends upon how you see your work, how other people see your work. But there are some questions which you can ask yourself to know if you are a good photographer or not. Do your images stand out and reflect your unique style? Are your images high quality? Do your photos tell a story or are they just random? Do you get positive feedback from people who see your work? Are you continuously learning and improving your skill? If the answer to all these questions is yes, then my friend, you are a good photographer. But personally, I feel photography is a way to show your thoughts, your story, which is in your mind, through a photo to your audience. And if you are able to show your vision to the people, then I guess you are a good photographer. How to get out of a photographer's block? Now, last year I was in a very intense block myself, and the only thing which I did to come out of it is shoot more and more. Because sometimes you don't feel like shooting, but when you step out with your camera, you get some great shots, you get motivated, and that motivation is all you need to go back and start shooting. So, this is what I did. This is what you can do. And if you guys have some suggestions on how to get out of this creative block, please feel free to comment down below and also let me know. How to look for opportunities as a photographer that pay you. Now, in the era of social media, these opportunities are right in front of you, but it's not easy to grab these opportunities. You need to keep a couple of things in your mind before grabbing and going out for these opportunities. So the first thing is building a strong portfolio. It's really important to build a strong portfolio that showcases your best photos. Just ensure it should reflect the kind of work you want to get hired for. So the second thing is networking. Now networking can be done on social media or joining any photography groups, attending different events, socializing with different photographers. By all these things, you might open up different opportunities. If somebody wants to hire you for work, they'll directly contact you because you are in touch with them. So it's really important to do the networking correctly and spread the word that you do this thing. So the third point is social media. Social media is really important at this point of time because I feel it's the best way to showcase what you do. So focus on your social media, spread the word, and you don't know which opportunity might come at your door. And the last point is continuously improving your skills. This can be done by doing different workshops, different courses, and obviously practice because client loves high quality work. It's also important to stay updated with the current trends and technology in photography to give your client a cutting edge service. I feel photo perspective is really important in photography as it shapes how the viewer perceives the scene and the subject in the photo. By altering the angle or distance, the photographer can create depth or emphasize on the subject or show the scene in a different perspective or a different angle. Perspective, I feel, also changes the storytelling of the image. By using leading lines and adjusting the viewpoint, the photographer can take the attention of the viewer to a certain point or a subject in the photo. It's really important to understand and how to manipulate the perspective of the image to tell the storytelling the way you want to tell. Understanding and manipulative perspective allow photographers to craft compelling and engaging compositions that resonates more with their audience, enhancing the overall effectiveness and the appeal of their work. And color grading also for me is an essential part in photography. It influences the mood, the vibe, the emotional impact of an image. By color grading, I feel can enhance the visual storytelling of the photo quite a bit. Now, color grading is used mainly to draw the audience attention to a key element or create a look which resonates with the storytelling of that photo. So, color grading, according to me, is sort of like polishing the raw photo into a final one. It plays an important role in photography. The grid, often referred as the rule of third grid, is a very essential compositional tool in photography. This grid serves as a guide to help photographer to compose their images nicely in a very visually appealing manner. One way to use the grid is to place the point of interest on the lines or on the intersection points on the grid. For example, if I'm shooting a portrait, positioning the subject's eye or the face on one of the intersection point can create a focal point that drives the viewer's attention to that. This placement not only adds interest to the portrait, but also ensures that the subject remains the primary focus of the image. Moreover, the grid can be used to guide the viewer's eye through the image by positioning leading lines through the guidelines. These lines can create a sense of depth and perspective, enhancing the overall visual impact of the photograph. So the grid is a very versatile tool and can help you improve your compositional skills. A quick hack: in Lightroom you can use different grid options to compose your images in the post, which can be useful. And that's all for this video. I hope you liked the video. I also liked answering all your questions. And yeah, if you want any topic to be explained further, comment down below and let me know. That's all for this video. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, and happy shooting.